Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Today I'm going to talk about one important skill which is really required to speak English fluently. We want to speak English fluently, right? But if we don't have this particular skill, it will be very difficult for us to speak in English. Trust me on this. What is that skill and how to develop that skills? What are the things we need to do to develop that skills which will help us to speak English fluently? I'm going to tell you in this session. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And if you want to know more about conversation sessions, English speaking practice sessions, vocabulary sessions, pronunciation sessions, and lots more, do subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to press the notification icon so that you receive all my videos on time, free of cost. Now, there are lots of things which we do to gain fluency. We struggle a lot. We do a lot of things. We study, we listen to different stuffs, we practice a lot, we come up with a schedule or a routine or a plan, but still we are not able to achieve fluency. We get stuck somewhere, we get redundant, and then we start feeling that this is not our cup of tea and we start giving up. We start thinking that we can't do it anymore. Right? It's very obvious and it happens to everybody at some point of time, at some stage. We start feeling that, oh, we have become fluent, but then maybe at some point of time we start feeling, no, we are back to ground zero. Okay, so this happens. It happens to everybody. It is a process. It takes time, but if you know the right ways to deal with it, if you know the right ways to practice, right ways to speak, right ways to listen, and right things to do, you will definitely get unstuck, or you will never get stuck, and you will be able to speak English fluently within no time. So, the one skill which is required to speak English fluently is confidence. Yes, guys, confidence is very much required to speak English fluently. I'll tell you how, why, and how you can speak confidently, or how you can develop confidence while speaking. This is a very much required skill, guys. If you don't have confidence, you will not be able to speak in English fluently. Take it from me. You have to build that confidence. You have to come up with that confidence, and you have to show that confidence while speaking in English. And then only you will be fluent in English. So today I am going to crack this mystery and let you know everything about confidence, or how to speak confidently, or how to build confidence while speaking. Okay, or what factors will help you to build confidence while speaking in English? Okay, so let's get started. The first factor which will help us to build our confidence, or which will help us in building our confidence while speaking, is listening skills, or enhance your listening skills, or enhancing your listening skills. Okay, so once you enhance your listening skills, it will definitely help you to boost confidence or build your confidence while speaking. Now, how this will help you to build confidence, and by enhancing your listening skills, how it will build your confidence, I'm going to tell you. So while listening to stuffs, when you will listen to a lot of stuffs in English, like any podcast or any comedy show or any sports commentary or any news or any chat show or talk show or anything else, whatever you want to listen to, you're watching a movie or you are listening to any audio book. Okay, so by doing all these things, what you are doing is you are enhancing your listening skills. You are focusing on English as a language, and you are increasing your knowledge on different topics and subjects. Right? When you're listening to a celebrity, you're getting to know a lot of different topics related to their particular field. When you're listening to a nutritionist, you are going to develop a lot of knowledge on nutrition. Okay, how we can stay healthy, what are things which are required to, we should practice to be healthy, and lots more, right? If you're watching a movie, you will get to know a lot of things, right? You will get entertained, you will get refreshed, or probably there are movies which are quite inspirational or motivational, so you'll get motivated. If there is a true story, you will also get inspired by that story. So there are lots of things which we learn, which we gain out of all these things, right? If you're listening to a TED talk, there are lots of different topics which are spoken on TED talk platforms, variety of topics. If you start listening to that, you'll get an insight into different things across the world, what is happening to, trending topics, to science, to, language learning, to social media, depression, lots more. I mean, there are lots of topics which people come and speak on this platform, right? So if you start listening to all these stuffs, it will definitely increase your knowledge and your listening capacity and your understanding of English, so that if tomorrow you have to speak on any particular topic, any of these topics which you have heard or listened to or watched, it will be much easier for you to recall everything and speak on that topic, right? Because you have enough knowledge, you have listened to enough stuffs on those topics that you have knowledge on it, and it's just that you have to speak on it. Probably you might not be able to speak very well, you might not be able to put your thoughts very well in a structured way, right? But since you have the knowledge, since you know things about that topic, it will be much easier for you to speak on it. So that knowledge will help you to speak, and you will be confident in speaking that, irrespective of the fact whether you are fluent or you are keeping your ideas in a proper structured way or not. You will definitely feel confident in speaking about it, because at the back of your head, you know that you know things, you have knowledge on this. That will boost up your confidence, guys. Try doing this and you'll get to know what I'm talking about. Okay, coming to the second point, which is speaking practice. Now, practice, practice, practice. This is the key. You have to practice in any situation, in every situation. Whether you are at home, whether you are sitting, whether you are eating, whether you are laughing, whether you are enjoying, whether you are traveling, whether you are studying, whether you're doing anything except sleeping, because you won't be able to talk while speaking, of course. So except sleeping, anywhere and everywhere, whatever you're doing, whatever you are in, whichever situation you are in, whatever experience you are having, speak about it. Don't try to take up different topics. Whatever is there around you, start describing that. Whatever you are doing, start describing that. Whatever experience you had, whether it is shopping, whether it is buying a gadget, whether it is, going to your college, or your college experience, your school experience, or your seminar experience, any experience, any situation, anything which you have done or you are doing, just start describing in English. Those are the actual situations, guys, and we all speak about actual situations only. We never talk about topics like pollution and environment every single day, right? We do talk about, of course, traffic. We do talk about in schools and colleges and offices when we get stuck in traffic, and we tell that, nowadays traffic is quite bad, right, in the city. So we do, but we do generally talk about our experience, what we did, what we are doing, right, what we ate, how do we cook, whatever. So when you start describing those activities, actions and situations and experiences in your own words, in English, by yourself, that is the best practice. That is the best practice, guys. Take it from me, trust me. So start getting into the habit of doing this. And when you start randomly, speaking on anything, it will be much easier for you to speak in front of people on any topic, anywhere, with anyone. Because you are in a habit of speaking on anything and everything. And that also randomly. Right? When you're going outside and you started describing your way, what is happening around you, it is a random thing, right? You're seeing and you're describing. If you're cooking something, that is a random thing. You are just describing what you're putting in and what you're cooking or what you're eating. Okay, so you will be able to describe on random topics. Okay, so that is the best part of getting into this kind of practice. So start doing this and let me know the difference. You will definitely become confident in speaking in English for sure on any topic. Third and the most important one is vocabulary. Now guys, I always tell you vocabulary is very important. When you speak by, you make sentences and you speak, right? And sentences are made of words. And what are words? They're vocabulary, right? So unless and until you don't know words, you don't know how to describe things in English about that particular item or thing, what it is called in English, it will be very difficult for you to speak in English. So the main thing is focus on your vocabulary. And while listening also, when you're listening, you have to focus on vocabulary. You have to focus on what kind of words are used. What are its synonyms? What are its antonyms? Or probably, I will make it easier for you, similar words and opposite words. And how it can be used in sentences. That is the best way to practice vocabulary. You don't have to memorize the word and its meaning. You just have to use that word in your own sentences and it will do the magic. Your brain will retain it. And you have to keep on revising that word. You have to keep on speaking those words. Right? So that is the best way to practice vocabulary. And that is why vocabulary is very important, because if you don't know words in English to describe an object, to describe an item, to describe a thing, how will you speak? Right? That is the logic behind improving your vocabulary or strengthening your vocabulary. So build your vocabulary to build your confidence. If you know words, it will be very easy for you to speak. You will feel confident from inside to speak about something because you know it. Yeah. Next one is pronunciation. Now guys, this is also very important. If you know how to pronounce a word, it will be very easy for you to speak. Right? If you don't know how to pronounce a word, you will stutter. You will fumble. You will not feel confident of speaking about it or that word, right? You will feel afraid of speaking in front of people. So that is why, to avoid all these things, to avoid your stutter, to avoid your fumble, to avoid speaking that word, you have to practice pronunciation. Again, I'll go back to listening. While you're listening to any stuff in English, you should practice three things. One is you should gain maximum knowledge on that topic, like what is said about. You have to get the idea. Okay, so knowledge. Second is you have to pay attention to the vocabularies used for that particular topic, right? If a doctor or a nutritionist is talking about a healthy diet or healthy living or lifestyle, whatever, you should know what vocabulary he or she uses for that topic. Right? That is very important to speak on that topic. So vocabulary you have to pay attention, and simultaneously you have to pay attention to pronunciation. Right? How they are pronouncing each word. If they are saying nutrition, how it is pronounced. It's not nutrition. It's nutrition. Okay, essential. Okay, deficiency. Right? These are the terms related to nutrition. So you have to focus on those things. You have to focus on knowledge, gaining more and more knowledge about that subject or topic, knowing that vocabulary and knowing the pronunciation. Okay, this will really build a lot of confidence in you while speaking on this topic, on that topic, if it comes up in any discussion when you're having in English. Take it from me, guys. Trust me on this. Try practicing this to see the difference. The next one is hesitation. Don't hesitate. Guys, this is very important. I know we all get nervous while speaking. We are not very confident. We feel, our hands and feet get cold. We start sweating and whatnot. We forget words. We forget sentences, when we have to actually speak. Okay, so these are very basic to everybody. It is very common to everybody. Everybody has this feeling. They have butterfly in their stomach or jitters, which everybody has. It's just that how you overcome it. And it is not difficult, guys. People overcome it. Every single person, even me, when I go on the podium to speak in front of, 100 people or 200 people or 500 people, I feel jitters. I feel scared. I feel nervous. But I do overcome that by positive thoughts, by thinking positively about it, by taking the situation very positively. Like, I'll also learn, I am here to deliver something, and I'll also learn something new from here. Okay, let's see how this interaction will be. Let's see how I perform. That's okay. Even if I don't perform the best, that's okay. That will be an experience for me. So start thinking positively about it. Start recalling what you have to speak instead of thinking negative about it. Instead of making situation more worse and thinking about it like I won't be able to speak. I'm getting frightened. I'm getting afraid. I can't do this. Instead of all these things, start thinking about what you have to deliver, what you have to say. Recall those points, ideas. Start revising your opening sentence, opening lines. How you'll start the show. How you'll start speaking. Start doing all these things and you will see the difference. You will start feeling confident because you know what you have to say. Go and say. Once you start at the right note, definitely your confidence is going to build up. Right? So that is how you can become more and more confident while speaking. And the last and not the least is grab opportunities. Now, guys, this is very important. Don't take it lightly, guys. I always tell you that you have to grab opportunities. You have to look for opportunities where you can speak. Whether it is over phone, don't do Zomato. Don't order food on Zomato. What you can do is start calling the restaurant and giving the order in English. Do this. Start booking appointment for hotels and restaurants or anywhere else, what doctor's clinic or wherever. Call the receptionist and book an appointment for yourself. Go to the theater and book a movie ticket from the counter in English. Go to the restaurant and order your food in English. Start taking these initiatives, guys. Start taking these initiatives. When you're going to a doctor, speak to the doctor in English about your symptoms. It's very easy. You can rehearse it at home and you can go and speak in front of him. He won't ask a lot of questions, right? He or she might ask one or two more questions, additional questions. You can say yes or no to that. But you have to start from somewhere, guys. Start speaking to salespeople. They speak good English. So start doing all these things. Start taking initiative. Talk to your friends in English. Make a group on WhatsApp and Facebook to speak in English. You can chat in English. You can do a voice call or video call in English. Right? So grab opportunities. When you're in college or office, if you're in a meeting and if your manager asks if anybody has a question or any query, take that initiative. Speak up. If that is not your problem, it is others also, you can just speak up. Take that opportunity. Grab that opportunity to speak. Just to build your confidence. It really helps a lot, guys. When there is a function or an event, there are lots of cultural teams which are made in offices, in schools, in colleges, everywhere. In societies also, if you're a homemaker, if you are somebody who is in business, So in societies also, there are a lot of groups and groups made for activities and celebrations. Go and participate in that. Start giving your best, start grabbing opportunities, and start speaking up. These are the opportunities which will build your confidence. Maybe first time you will not be very confident, you will be a little hesitant, but you will, once you will understand how it is working, how things are, what is your role, it will be much easier for you to speak about it then, right? So that is why practice the right way and grab opportunities to speak. And of course, listening, enhance your knowledge as much as you can. These things will really build up your confidence while speaking in English. Trust me. So, guys, those were the 6 factors which will really help you in speaking English fluently and confidently, and in building up your confidence to speak English fluently. This is a very important skill and it helps everywhere. It helps everywhere, guys. Trust me. And I'm very sure this is really going to help you a lot. So guys, that's the end. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye.